Hello and welcome to the Structural Guide platform. In this lecture, I will be solving the 2019 GATE question paper. As I have mentioned in the last lecture that 8 to 10% questions are asked from a structure subject. So it is very important for GATE aspirant to focus on the structure subject to secure good marks in the exam. So let's get started. So the first question from the structure subject is fineness modulus of sand measures its. So first understand what is fineness modulus of sand. So fineness modulus, basically it is the mean size. It is the mean size of the sand particle in the sand. Correct? So the fineness modulus of the sand measures the mean size of the sand particle, and it is calculated. Fineness modulus is calculated using sieve analysis. Using the sieve analysis. Remember this point. This may be important for your exam. So the correct option for the fineness modulus of sand measures is the grading according to the particle size. Option number 1 is incorrect because the compressive strength that is used in the analysis of concrete. Bulking of sand, basically it occurs due to the presence of moisture content in the sand. So bulking of sand will happen when the moisture content is present in the sand. So what is the effect of moisture content in the sand particle? So find the moisture content expand the volume of sand. The moisture content in the sand expands the volume of the sand. So it occurs when the sand particle interacts with the atmospheric moisture. So one important point here, that is, if the bulking of sand is greater than 40% at the rate of moisture content of 10%, then this sand is not suitable for the concrete. This is very important point, you have to remember it. If the bulking of sand is greater than 40% at the rate moisture content of 10%, then it is not suitable for the concrete. And the last option is ratio of coarse to fine aggregate. This is incorrect. So the correct option for the question number 6, that is fineness modulus of sand measures the grading according to the particle size. Let's understand it from the figure. So look at this figure. This figure is obtained by using the sieve analysis. In this figure this line diagram is for the well graded sand, and this is for the poorly graded sand. So in well graded sand, all types of particles are present. All types mean the all dimension of the particle is present. So let's move to the next question. This is question number 7. The spherical surface of the geodesic dome comprises of. If you know what is geodesic dome, you can easily answer this question. So this is the geodesic dome. So you can see here the geodesic dam is comprises of equilateral triangle of uniform size. All the grids are of uniform size. So the correct answer for this question is equilateral triangle of uniform size. So the next question from the structure subject is that the ingredient to be added to produce aerated cement concrete. So first understand what is aerated cement concrete. Aerated cement concrete is the concrete in which the some amounts of voids is present, or I can say the aerated cement concrete is a compound of cement and gas forming agent. Generally aluminum powder is used, and the gas is nitrogen gas. So the aerated cement concrete is a compound of cement and gas forming agent. So the correct answer for this is the aluminum, and the second option is calcium chloride. So calcium chloride, it is used to accelerate the reaction. It is used to accelerate the chemical reaction, and that finally leads to the reduction in setting time. Of concrete. Fine. Reduction in setting time of the concrete. Next is, so this option is incorrect. Next is gypsum. Gypsum is used to retard the reaction, to retard the chemical reaction. That means this leads to increase in setting time. So this option is also wrong. And next is sulfur. Sulfur is used to make concrete corrosion resistant. So this all point are very important for the exam purpose. The first, what is the advantage of aerated cement concrete? If there is some voids present in the concrete, that means there will be good sound insulation property. So the advantage of aerated cement concrete is the good sound insulation. Right. Next property is the good fire resistant. If there is a void in the concrete, then it is a good sound insulator and good fire resistant. So remember all these points. And one more important point regarding this topic is the initial setting time and the final setting time of ordinary Portland cement is equals to 30 minutes for initial and 10 hour for 30 minutes for initial setting time and 10 hours for the final setting time. This is very important for the exam purpose, so please remember all these things. So let's move to the next question. The next question is, the load on RCC column is 150 kilonewton and the soil bearing capacity is given. Load is given 150 and the soil bearing capacity is given. Assuming a factor of safety, that is 1.2, the side of the square column footing, that is you have to calculate. So the column, and this is the that is given, is P equals to 150 kilonewton and the safe bearing capacity of the soil is given 80 kilonewton per meter square and the factors of safety is 1.2. So the factored load is equals to load that is given into load, that is service load, you can say service load into factor of safety. So service load is 150 into factor of safety 1.2, so this is equals to 180 kilonewton. So the area of footing, and that is equals to load upon safe bearing capacity. Load that is given 150 into 1.2, a factor load 180 and the safe bearing capacity, that is 80, and this is come in meter square. So the area you got from this equation, area of footing, that is equals to 25 meter square. Area is equals to 2.25 meter square. So square column, so the footing will be a square, so size of footing, that is equals to under root 2.25 and this is 1.50 meter, 1.50 meter. So this is the answer. So let's move to the next question, that is question number 51. A simply supported beam has a clear span of 7 meter. The bending moment diagram is given below and the subjected to single concentrated load. So find the concentrated load. This is simply supported beam subjected to a load P at distance A and B. So what will be the external reaction? So the external reaction is P B by L and at B P A by L. If you want to calculate it, you can calculate it from the equilibrium equation, that is summation Fx equals to 0, summation Fy equals to 0 and moment about A or B is equals to 0. If you apply these three equilibrium equation, you will get the value of external reaction, that is Va and Vb. So the when I draw the bending moment diagram of this beam, so this is like this, and the bending moment about this point under the load, I'm assuming it as C. So the bending moment diagram at this point, moment at C, that is equals to Va. This load Va will produce the bending moment. I am taking it from the right side. So Va into A. So this is Pb by L into A. So bending moment is Pab by L. So apply this formula. In this question. So here it is given that Pab by L is equals to 36 kilonewton meter. Here you can say that A is equals to 3 meter, B is equals to 4 meter. So P is equals to 36 into L, that is 3 plus 4 total span upon 3 into 4. So you will get the 9 into, sorry, this is 12 this is 3. 9 into 3, that is 27. So this is the answer. So 7 into 3, make a correction here. This is equals to 3 into 4 plus 3, 7, that is 21 kilonewton. This is the answer. So let's move to the next question, and this is the last question. A simple truss is given below. The truss is loaded with the horizontal and vertical force that is given 15 and 25 kilonewton respectively. So you have to calculate the force in the member AB. So you have to calculate the force in the member AB. You have to calculate force in the member AB. So apply the method, that is method of joints. So first you need to calculate the external reaction. First you need to calculate the external reaction by using the equilibrium formula, which I have written here. Summation fx equals to 0, summation fy equals to 0, ma or mb equals to 0, means moment about point is equals to 0. So before applying the equilibrium equation, first understand the external reaction at the hinge. What will be the external reaction at the hinge point? So this is hinge and this is roller support. This is hinge support, this is roller support. So at the hinge support there will be two external reaction. First is vertical and another one is horizontal reaction. And then at the roller support there is only one vertical reaction, because this roller support is free to move in horizontal direction. So if there is no restriction in the movement, so there will be no external reaction. So calculate the external reaction. So this is A, B, C, D, E. So there will be total 3 external reaction. At C there is 2 and at A there is 1 external reaction. So I am naming it VC, vertical reaction at C, HC, horizontal reaction at C, and VA, vertical reaction at A. I am only interested in calculating the vertical reaction, that is VA. So apply the formula summation Fy equals to 0 and moment about C is equals to 0. So apply this formula. So summation Fy equals to 0 means all forces, summation of all the forces in the y direction. This is x and this is y. So in the vertical direction, total summation of all the forces is 0. So Va plus Vc is equals to 25 kilonewton. This is your equation number 1. This is your equation number 1. So in the next equation, mc is equals to 0. Moment about c is equals to 0. Let's take the moment about c is equals to 0. So the moment produced by Vc is equals to 0. There is no moment about the no moment because of the force Hc. So Va will produce moment in this direction. We will try to rotate this truss about this point, C point, in anti-clockwise direction. So I am taking anti-clockwise as a negative. So this is minus Va into total distance, because moment is force into perpendicular distance. So Va into L plus L. Va into L plus L, and this load 15 kilonewton. This will produce moment in clockwise direction about the point C. So plus 15 into perpendicular distance, that is L. Again 25 kilonewton will produce moment in clockwise direction about the point C. So again plus 25 into the perpendicular distance. This load will pass from this point. The perpendicular distance is L. So this L equals to 0. So you will get the value of Va from this equation. Va is equals to 15 plus 25, 40L upon 2L. So this is equals to 20. So V is equals to 20 kilonewton. So I am interested only the value of VA, that is 20 kilonewton. So now make the free body diagram of joint A. I am making free body diagram of joint A. So this is joint A. This is the joint A. One external reaction, that is VA, that is 20 kilonewton. There is one member that is in horizontal direction, one horizontal member and one inclined member, and this angle, this is 45 degree. Why 45 degree? If you calculate this angle theta, tan theta is equals to this L by L, perpendicular by base, so L by L, this is 1, so theta equals to 45 degree. So this theta is 45 degree, this point is D and this is B. So in question you have to calculate the force in the member AB. Suppose this force is in this direction, this is FAB, suppose this is FAD. So apply equilibrium equation at the joint. So apply equilibrium equation at joints. What is the equilibrium equation? Only two equilibrium equation is present here, summation fx equals to 0 and summation fy equals to 0. So by applying summation fx equals to 0, you will get the value FAB is equals to FAD cos 45 degree, right? FAB is equals to cos FAD cos 45. The component of AD, you can see here, AD have two component. One is this direction FAD cos 45 and another one in this direction FAD sin 45 degree. So there is two component of FAD. So I'm equating the summation fx equals to 0, means all the forces in the x direction is equals to 0. So FAD equals to FAB equals to FAD cos 45, and by applying summation Fy equals to 0, you will get the equation FAD sin 45 is equals to 20 kilonewton. So you will get the value FAD, that is 20 upon sin 45, that is 20 upon 1 by root 2, that is 20 root 2 kilonewton. So put this value in this equation. So FAB equals to 20 root 2 into cos 45. So 20 root 2 into 1 by root 2, root 2 cancel. So FAB equals to 20 kilonewton, and this is the answer. So this is the answer. So how you can, this is the way to calculate the forces in the member. So in the next lecture I will discuss the previous year question of 2018. So if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and share with your friends. Thank you.